when you're so tired that you can't go to sleep, it sounds like an oxymoron, but basically that was me like on this day. Like the night before, I went to sleep on time and everything, but I literally could not just go to sleep. I think it's because two things. Number one, that's kind of like your body's way of giving you back the free time that you kind of like denied yourself during the day. And I know that also when you're under a lot of stress and when you're doing a lot of exercise, your body burns a lot of magnesium and you need magnesium to sleep. So I think that's kind of why I had some trouble falling asleep. So I was like, okay, gotta change the plan for tomorrow. We gotta not go gym because we got so many things to do tomorrow, and if we do gym, like, we can do it, but like it's gonna be another hectic day. And I think that's why my body doesn't want to go to sleep, because it knows that like as soon as we wake up it's gonna be bang. So okay, so I got to uni at around 10. I got some coffee and then I headed into the library to do some work on this novel that I'm writing. I'm reconciling between the audience having an affinity to our main character, but also our main character having those kind of like traits that are indicative of a person who's kind of like gone through trauma. And then the whole idea of the book is that the person can heal from that trauma. That's just one section of it. Like, that's not the only thing the book's on, but that's like one plot line of it. But in order to kind of like heal from that trauma, you need to understand that trauma, and in order to understand that trauma, you kind of have to be that trauma. And being the trauma is not something very appeasing. You know, it's not something nice to read. Like, even I was like typing this and I was like, okay, no, I don't like him anymore. So, you know, we have to, I don't know, I'm trying to reconcile between the two. I went on a walk after that for a little bit of a change of scenery and to also get some sunlight. I then went back into the library. I went into the 4th floor of the library and I need to do some dissertation work. This is why I didn't want to go to the gym today, because, like, you know, I have dissertation work and I actually have to do that. And you know, I'm actually falling in love with my dissertation now, because I feel that like we've kind of gotten to a place in our thing that where we kind of like understand why we was doing the stuff beforehand. So like, it gives context to the stuff we was learning beforehand. So it's really cool. We're describing the thermodynamic properties of different black holes and how those different properties of those black holes affect the thermodynamic properties of black holes. So how they radiate heat when their mass increases of this, and you know, I don't know, guys. I do know. You know, how it affects their radius, how it affects their event horizon and things like that. So it's actually really cool. It's like, then at around 12:30, lo and behold, Arian was in. So Arian came to see me. What's up, everyone? Look who came to see me in the library after his machine learning course. Machine learning?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he came to see me. So nice.
Yeah, we're going to get lunch now. Well, Jericho's going to warm up his on, so I'm going to probably watch him eat.
Oh, you said you were going to eat on the way home.
I'm eating on the train, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, he's going to eat on the train home. But yeah, it was nice to see him.
Yeah.
He said he went to a garage this morning.
Yes. Yeah, to drive the car to the garage to get it repaired.
I saw on his WhatsApp, it was like, last seen at 7:30. And I was like, this is very strange.
Yeah, I'm usually up at like 10.
And then I went to go and warm up my lunch, and I sat with Arian as I ate it. Now I'm gonna say something really nice about Arian. I was just speaking to Arian, and you know, I enjoyed this conversation simply for the fact that like I feel like I felt seen. You know, like in Avatar when they say like, I see you, and it's like, I see through you. And it was just really nice, because you know when you're talking to someone and you feel that like they see you and they understand you. I was thinking like, you know, Arian, yeah, he's so nice. Like, he always like watches my videos and he always like likes my videos. It's never like I have to ask him to do it, and it's just a normal thing that he does. You know what? And like, he enjoys it and stuff, and I've never had to ask him to do it. And to put this into context, I remember this conversation where this person was like, and this is someone who I'm friends with, right? And like, you know, we hang out and whatever, and they was all like, oh, you know, yesterday I actually watched one of your videos and, you know, I actually enjoyed it. But it was just like, number one, this person's my friend, and number two, like, I've been making videos for a long time. Why would you phrase it like that? And this is gonna sound like overthinking, but just trust me on this isn't overthinking, because with this person, the overthinking becomes justified, right? It's like you didn't have time, so as a kind of like backup option, you kind of like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch his videos. And it was like, the way they described it was like, oh, I was doing something else, like, so I wasn't even like paying fully attention. Do you get me? It's okay if it's like someone who I don't really know, or I kind of know, like, it's okay, that's okay, but like, these are your friends. What I'm trying to say is like, Arian and other people, like, you know, who, like, I never feel like I'm being too much. I never feel that like I can always kind of like be myself to, you know, to some degree. I never feel uncomfortable around them. When I'm around Ariane and when I'm around other types of people, I sometimes feel that I'm like the best version of myself. I feel like I'm the ideals that I want to embody. You know, like they bring out the best in you and you always come away feeling like good about it. You always come away feeling seen, and you always, sometimes when you're around other type of people, you always feel that like you're not seen, or you have to try hard, or you're being too much, or no, this is a better way to put it. You always feel that like you are the insecurities that you're trying to fight yourself against. Like, you know, like some of these people are like a little bit psychopathic. I told you guys before, like the psychopathic part of me kind of like predicts what the psychopaths will say, and that's why I'm insecure. It's not really insecure, but it's like you're preempting that, so you worry about that. The thing is, with normal people, they don't go there, but with like certain types of people, they go there. So, but I just wanted to say that like I really enjoyed my conversation with Ariane. I really enjoyed the people who, you know, I never had to make myself feel small around. I always came away feeling positive. I never had to try hard. You know, like you deserve to be someone's first choice. You don't deserve to be someone's like second choice. And I'm not saying this to like, you know, be horrible, to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cut off all these toxic people, but it just goes back to this idea that like, okay, if you are gonna be like that, boundaries, you know, like boundaries, like you shall not pass. Like, I have so many people that I can just choose the people who I feel the best around. And obviously this is context based. This isn't every single situation. You know, sometimes I am going to be in the wrong, sometimes I am going to make mistakes. That's fine, that's a different thing. I'm not talking about this. You know, the type of people who make you feel like you're not being too much, the type of people that make you feel seen, and you just listen. Like, you know, and me and Ariane are different, and you know, Ariane's his own person, I'm my own person. You know, we both kind of like know where we stand with each other, but he's never made me feel uncomfortable for being me. You know, he's never made me feel like I have to pretend. So he's just a really nice guy. You know, shout out to Ariane, shout out to all you guys who are great, you know, shout out to everyone, and shout out to you. You know, you deserve people who are your first choice, you know, and it doesn't mean the people who aren't, you know, as reciprocating to you, you have to be horrible to them. But it's just like, I'm not saying that, and I'm never gonna be like that, but I'm just saying that like boundaries. I always say that I'm going to get to boxing on time, but I never do. So at 3 to 5 I went into boxing.
Bro, like, I haven't seen you here in so long, literally. Like last training, you were just sending really reels in the middle of the warm-up, bro.
It's a really funny thing. So basically what we normally do is we normally like go on a run, we do our normal things, but basically we have this coach, her name is Sarah, total badass, total badass, yeah, and everyone loves her. She's so great as well. She comes in and she's like, alright, listen up people, either, I'll give you a choice. She was like, I'll give you a choice. She said, you can either like go outside and do your usual thing, or she was like, or we can stay in here and we're gonna find out who's really fit and who's really tough. It's gonna be a hard day. So it was like really funny. So she like made us do like a lot of skipping. I was like out of breath.
Oh, that was tough, man. Sarah's no joke, bro. She was like, you can either go on the run or we're skipping today. I was like, I haven't skipped in a while, so let's give that a go. Killed me.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Killed me. Hadn't eaten yet today either. Bad idea, but it was a good one. Sweating bare.
You know, but she's great, man. She's like the tough love you need, you know. So she's great. She's awesome. And then she was like, we was doing like some exercises and stuff, and she was like, alright, you know what, we're gonna be doing like fundamentals. She was like, I don't care how good any of you think you are, how advanced any of you think you are, we're doing like fundamentals. So like she made us like get like this ring, and we were just like jumping in and outside the ring doing like fundamental footwork drills. And she was like to everyone, she was like, okay, this is actually looking like something like decent, right? So it just I was grateful that, you know, she put some time into training us. She was like, she kind of, so yes, I went to boxing, super tough session.
Not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay.